What's up, guys? We're live. I got my buddy behind me. I had to go high because he's a lot taller. Mr. Brian Latimer, or you may know him as B Lat on YouTube. Got one of the best YouTube fishing channels out there. From beginner to pro, you can learn something from this guy. So if you want to learn about the new Z-Man products, we're going to talk about them. So I'm going to flip this thing around and we're going to get it done.
Alright guys, so there's a bunch of new stuff like always here at Z-Man. I'm going to show you some of my favorite new stuff. We'll walk over here and look at the Ned Rig stuff first. Let's go right over here. So everybody's using the Ned Rig right now. You know, that's sort of like an exposed hook presentation, right? Well, one of the biggest complaints I hear about guys who are just starting to do the Ned Rig is when you're fishing around wood, you're fishing around structure, you kind of hang up a lot. And I mean, I do experience that as well. We got a new piece of terminal tackle called the Finesse Bullets. Woo. Awesome. It's basically sort of like a, almost like a jig head, a little shaky head, shake deal, nice wide gap hook. And I'll show you how you rig this deal. This way you can have your TRDs, your hula sticks, the new finesse minnows that we'll look at in a little bit. You're totally weedless and you can fish them just about anywhere you want to. We got some here in the tank here.
Oh, okay.
You see we got a new crawbait that we're using. And that's actually rigged on the new Finesse Bullets. I'll show you both of those. I'll show you what sizes we have as well, but now you can Texas rig every single one of your Ned baits. Here it is out of the pack. I think there's 4 or 5 different sizes. And it doesn't inhibit the action of the bait at all. You just rig it up on there. You know, Elastec is some of the best plastic you're ever going to use. Most durable plastic you're going to use. Pick that up. I think this has been used quite a bit. I'm going to get another, just a new plastic. We'll get you a new plastic. This is a color that I actually designed right here.
Yoga pants.
Yoga pants. Every man loves yoga pants.
Yes, they do.
You guys would like to catch smallmouth. Yoga pants is a solid black. It comes in a TRD and the big TRD, Finesse TRD and the big TRD. Rig one up on here.
Oh, now we're weedless.
Now you're weedless. You can Texpose it just like that. I would recommend you leave it sort of like that. Dude, you're not going to hang up that near as bad. Let's throw it over here in the tank. Let's throw yoga pants in there. I'm telling you, every man loves yoga pants. I can't wait to yoga pant season. You see your bait still stands up right.
Mm-hmm. Get that little tail floating.
Slack.
Your boy JoJo says hello.
JoJo. You know, another thing that's cool about this, we haven't even explored using the Ned Rig around hydrilla lines, grass, lily pads. You know, a lot of times when fishing around lily pads, grass and stuff, they're feeding on little bitty brim, crawdad, little minnows. I think it's going to be dangerous when you start moving that territory. Let's look at some of the other stuff we got.
Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. Make sure you share the video, too.
Absolutely. So we got a couple new colors in the TRD for you smallmouth guys. So we got yoga pants, which is going to be a great smallmouth color, and this is perfect perch. You know, smallmouth like to feed on perch a lot. We got hot snakes.
I like that.
That's a new color. We got the big TRD in a color we already have, but we didn't have it in this particular bait called Smelt. That's a great one when fish are feeding on shad, thread fins, whatever they might be feeding on. A lot of these other colors are pretty much the same color we had, but in a different baits. TRD crawls, we got that in molten crawl. It's one of my favorite crawl colors. We got the new TRD crawls in motor oil. Brought that back. That's like, if you guys fishermen from like 80s and 90s, you know about motor oil.
Oh,
so
motor oil.
That back. Motor oil, cotton candy, great.
Yeah.
We're bringing all some of that old school stuff back. So let's check out some of the other stuff we got.
What about them jackhammers?
Jackhammers, that's what I'm looking for. We got a new jackhammer, 1.25 ounces.
I think they're on the.
Is it over here? Let's
Yeah.
see where it's at.
I think on the other side.
Hey Shane, what is that ounce and a quarter jackhammer?
We're searching for jackhammers.
Yeah, so you know the jackhammer is like the hottest bladed jig on the market right now. It's just got everything souped up. It's got a better blade, it's got a better snap, it's got a better hook, it's got a hand-tied skirt. Everything about it is just a little bit more. It's like you got a Mercedes and you got a Toyota Camry. Where the jackhammer's the Mercedes. It's the Lexus 360, 380, whatever the high-end one is.
But that's not to say the, as you say, the OCB does not work, because
Yeah,
it
it's not to
does.
say the OCB doesn't work. It's just like, you know, I can get to work in a Camry just fine, or a Corolla, a Yugo. Maybe not a Yugo. That probably won't work. Check this out. Ounce and a quarter.
That's what I'm talking
jackhammer chatterbait. So now, you know, a chatterbait has typically been a 0 to what, 7, 8 foot bait. Now if you want to fish a chatterbait down 10, 12, 15, 16, 17 feet, we got it for you. Especially for you guys, again, I hate to keep making comparison, but you're fishing up north, you got grass and 17, 18 foot of water. Now you can fish a chatterbait. Perfect personal presentation, way down deep. So check that out for sure. Let's see what else we got.
I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna get these crawls.
Yeah, so this is the TRD crawls. You can see all the different colors. Great Ned rig baits. For you guys that like to wade in rivers, kayakers, if you're not using the Ned rig stuff, and you're kayaking, wading the river, I don't know what you're doing. That's about all I use when I go wading and using my kayak, getting back in creeks and things like that. I almost wonder what did I use before we had the Ned rig. We got a new TRD minnows that I'm super excited about. This is meant to be a bait that's used on our on the finesse bullets and the finesse rooms. That's gonna be an awesome drop shot bait as well. I live on a spotted bass fishery. That dude is gonna do trouble this year. The new TRD minnows. I think we got, how many colors, Shane, we got in TRD minnows?
TRD minnows comes in
It's right here.
8 colors?
Oh, my bad, I didn't even see them. We got 8 colors, the TRD minnows. Let's walk around here and see what else.
I just ordered all that stuff, so it's supposed to be able to ship too very quickly.
Yeah, you're going to get your stuff pretty quickly. All this stuff is pretty much ready to ship out to retailers. So, for you guys that don't know, you know Z-Man's synonymous with elastic and plastics, but we also make jigs and spinnerbaits. And this is our first production spinnerbait right here. Luke Clausen had a lot of influence, or almost the only influence on this spinnerbait here. Comes in 2 blade combinations, double willow, and it comes also in a Colorado willow combination as well. Let's see, there's about 7 or 8 colors in this as well. But for you guys that live in that East Tennessee area, the spinnerbait works everywhere. Where does spinnerbait not work? We got some really good colors in it. Not sure the gauge wire on that. That's pretty small, so you're going to get some extreme vibration out of that with our new spinnerbait.
I know a guy that cashed a fat check in East Tennessee last year.
Man, I love spin. Like I would say on the older side of young. Not really young anymore, but not really that old. But I love old school stuff. I love flipping. I love throwing a spinnerbait. All that stuff. It works. And people don't throw a spinnerbait near as much as they used to. Chatterbait is kind of taking over that territory, but spinnerbait is a bait that cannot be replaced. It won't ever be replaced. So you definitely need to up your spinnerbait game. Don't cheat on that stuff. Get the best spinnerbait, get the best blades, get the best wire. There's a science and an art to fishing spinnerbait. It's not really talked about a whole lot in modern fishing technology. Something else that we're using got new this year is David Walker's swim jig. So for you guys down in Florida, you know, swim jig is just kind of, it's the reign of the swim jig right now. So we got a new swim jig that's going to be really awesome. Got a nice hook in it. That's a big deal when you're talking about swim jig, because usually you're going to be using a heavy cover, so we got a nice thick heavy gauge hook, and like all elastic or Z-Man products, we got a really good keeper on here. So we got that, and last but not least, football jig. This is David Walker's cross-eyed football jig. Comes in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different sizes, including an ounce and a quarter. which is a mean. I mean, you can get that one to the bottom. So you Tennessee River guys, you need a jig that you can hurry up, throw out there in 2025. You don't have to sit there and wait for it to hit the bottom, because most of the time when you're fishing the ledge lake, you're going to get bit on the bottom. So you get an ounce in that quarter, get it out there, get to the bottom real quick, get them in the boat. You can catch more fish when you get that school igniter. So check out the new football, cross-eye football jig. It's a couple of products we got here, Z-Man and Baxter. Close them out.
Hey, you can tell them, make sure you guys subscribe to Brian's channel on YouTube if you haven't. What is it? Is it just Brian Latimer?
Just my name. If you want to learn tips, I fish the FLW Tour. I vlog a lot of my tournaments. I vlog a lot of the trips that I do at home. And I got a new deal coming up called Straight Up Fishing, where we're going to start traveling around the different parts of the country, so I'll be able to get a little bit more variety in my content. I promise you don't want to miss it. I just dropped the trailer 2 days ago, so you can see what that looks like. So go check out my YouTube channel, just Brian Latimer. It's all it is, my name, Brian Latimer, B-Lat. Go check it out. I got a lot of content, how-to videos, vlogs, a little bit of everything for everybody.
He is actually a bait man. Trust me, he is a bait man. Hopefully, his tour will be coming to Lake X with me, and we can go yank on some of them jinks.
I'm going to be in Kentucky next week, so I might hit you up out there.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Probably one more live video for the week. You guys have a good evening.